bunch of years ago, or a few years ago, I watched the launch of Spaceship One. It launched 3 different times, 2 times to win the X Prize. Around that time, plans for Spaceship Two came out, and my reaction was, wouldn't it be great to put a telescope on one of these things? So I started working on this idea a number of years ago, and about 3 or 4 years ago, I met up with Faith Vilas, who was then the director of the MMT Observatory in Arizona, and brought her on board as a partner. We formed the first ATSA team. The project is to put a small telescope on board a suborbital rocket. Odd as it sounds, this is nothing new. NASA has been putting observatories on suborbital spacecraft for years, decades in fact. They've been using a series of rockets called the Black Brant. These are one-use suborbital rockets. They give you about 10, 20 minutes of time above the atmosphere. And really, we're doing nothing different. We're just using a manned rocket called the Lynx, built by X-Corps AeroSpace. And although it's obviously quite a romantic notion to put not only a telescope but an observer on board this rocket, it's actually quite practical in the sense that our cost per mission, our cost per minute of data is going to be a lot lower than the Black Brant system, with the added benefit that after we land, we don't have to refurbish our instrument. We can really unbolt it from the spacecraft, and when needed again, we'll put it right back on. I wanted the students to have direct experience with the kind of loads they were going to experience as observers and the loads that were going to be experienced by the telescope. So
well, since I've always wanted to be an astronaut, there's a number of different things I gained from this. The first is I got a first-hand experience of what the future of spaceflight is really looking like it's going to turn out to be. And that's very exciting for me. In addition, on the leadership side of this, it was something that I was really nervous about doing at first. But when you overcome that, you gain a lot of confidence. And it's something that you're going to experience a lot, lots of times in life, really, and especially in leadership positions. So it's something really cool and very exciting to do, but it also helps me with confidence, and I think it'll help me with leadership in that way as well. It's always really exciting to be with experts in a field for a variety of reasons. And the first is you get to learn about lots of different things that are happening in that specific field. For example, they talk about their kinds of research, and they would give you different ideas about things to change or different aspects of what you're doing that you might be able to change as well. So in that sense, it's really exciting because you get to learn all of these new things. And at the same time, it's always fun to meet the kind of people that might be pretty similar to who I am in a few years, so that's always fun as well. I have to say, without a doubt, my favorite part of the training was the experience in the centrifuge.
No, he's up at 2.
But as I went in there, like, you know, my heart was beating so fast and all that. But after going through the first run, it was so exciting because it's what I've always wanted to do, and I really feel like it could, you know, become a reality. So it was a lot of fun getting to experience the centrifuge. Among really the entire program was great. The hypoxia training as well, and really just getting to meet other people in the field. All of them are really great things about this experience.